Today I'm here with Ruvan Grobler. He's the head of life insurance at Bovest. Ruvan, a lot of people feel life insurance is like a grudge payment, or they feel it's not needed for them because nothing will happen to them.
Absolutely.
First of all, let's give us the four main types of life insurance or life cover in general, and then what would the reason be why someone would need it?
Sure. I think the first part, I think that everyone knows about is your life cover. So what happens on death, there will be a lump sum paid out to beneficiaries or to your estate, depending on what you've elected on the forms. What is the point of the life cover? Maybe you have beneficiaries that, like a child maybe, that will need financial backing. That's an easy way to provide for them after you passing. You can also use life cover for debt. So if you do have debt that's not covered by insurance through the bank or through your credit card through the bank, your life cover would sort out that debt. So that's two easy things. Maybe even maybe you need a bit of liquid assets in your estate as well to cover certain costs associated with the winding up of an estate. So that's another reason for that. The second part would be disability. So disability would also be paying out a lump sum in the event of a claim which would be something like maybe you've lost a limb, you're not going to be able to do your daily job, or it affects your daily life. And then the third one would be severe illness or critical illness, depends on the company. That would be for a serious illness like cancer, or maybe you've had an aneurysm, anything that has a big impact on your health and subsequently your finances after a diagnosis. That would also be in the form of a lump sum. And we know that some cancers or oncology benefits on your medical aids, they do have limits. What happens after those limits have passed, then you will need cash. So that's a good way to sort out those cash needs in the event of a claim like that. And then the final one, for me, pretty important if you're a young person, because you don't really have any capital yet, you don't have any big savings. As a 25, 26-year-old, it would be pretty impossible for you not to live off your parents or family after something has happened to you and you're not able to work. So that will pay out a monthly amount for you. So basically you insure your income until your own retirement. So that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, and I think once again it's very personal, or where you are in your situation of life. If you're, like you say, if you're a young professional, you don't have a lot of cash, you don't have dependents maybe,
yes.
And also you don't have a debt if you're lucky. But what's your biggest asset then? It's yourself. It's
Absolutely.
your ability to earn income. So then an income protection, vitally important.
Absolutely.
But then as you grow older, your circumstances
Yes.
change. Now you get kids and you're married, and maybe you're incurring some debt towards your first house.
Sure.
Now life cover becomes more important.
Yes.
And then as you go older, income protection gets less and less important. Life cover remains important, but the critical
Yes.
illness
Yes.
becomes more important because it's more age linked.
Yeah, sure. After the age of 50, the chances of you claiming for critical illness becomes pretty high. That will also be a reason that certain premiums may be a little bit more than others, or certain benefits would be more costly than others, is because the risks involved for the insurer becomes more in certain ages of the client.
Thank you very much, Ruvan. And I think we see the other side of it as well. We see how important these types of cover is, and we know this can not make you necessarily rich, but it can definitely ruin you financially if you do not have this.
Absolutely.
So it is vitally important to review it regularly as well. Thank you.
Thank you.